Hi, everybody. My name is Nathan Ronen, and I'm the CFA lead instructor at Chalk and Board, a test prep company located in the New York City area. One of the things I'd like to share with you today is the importance of doing mock exams at level 1, level 2, and level 3. Every year, bar none, I will get phone calls, text messages, emails, whatever, all kinds of questions from people who are retaking level 1, level 2, or level 3, and they want to ask some questions and they want some counseling or guidance. And one of the things I ask them, as especially retakers, is, did you do any mock exams? And they say yes. And I say, well, how many mock exams did you do at level 2? Well, and they start giving me a whole story, and then they basically come down to, I just was able to do 1 or 2 mock exams, or maybe 3. That is totally insufficient. You need to practice doing mock exams before the real day. That is sort of like what you're doing in a nutshell is you're basically saying, hey, you know what? I want to run the marathon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read all of these books about running and the perfect gear for running and about the marathon, but I'm never going to practice running for the marathon. And then on the day of the marathon, I'm going to go in there and just try my best. That's not a very successful strategy for the marathon, and that's also not a very successful strategy for passing your CFA level 1, 2, or 3 exam. So, question I get from people all the time is, well, okay, so you're saying to me do more mock exams. Gotcha, I'll do that. I'll do that the next time around. Whose mock exams should I use? Well, that's a great question. I really wouldn't suggest any specific prep providers mock exams. I mean, there are many prep providers, including myself, that have mock exams. I have 2 mock exams at level 1, 3 mock exams at level 2, 3 mock exams at level 3. What I would suggest to you is to select the best mock exams and do no more than 3 mock exams from any one provider. In other words, if a prep provider is offering you 8 mock exams for $20, that's great. Well, you should also know what the quality of those mock exams are going to be for such a low price, and you shouldn't be surprised. But the key point to remember here is that doing 8 exams, 6 exams, 5 exams from one prep provider is going to get you into the mindset of that prep provider. But unfortunately, that prep provider is not writing the real exam for you. So then the other trap that a lot of candidates will fall into at level 1, level 2, and level 3 is they will over-rely on the CFA Institute's sample mock exams. You get 2 or 3 free mock exams at level 1, 2, and 3 to help practice for the real exam. So I guess if the CFA Institute is giving it to you for free, it's got to be the same questions as the real exam, just maybe change the names and the numbers to protect the innocent. That's not the case either. The CFA Institute's mock exams and the sample mocks that you get in the learning ecosystem, I believe they were written by one of the CFA societies, Boston, if I'm not mistaken. So they weren't really written by the CFA Institute. So you really don't have a mock exam that it was actually a previous mock exam with questions from the real exam. CFA Institute has stopped producing copies of their real exams since 1997 for level 1, I think 2017 for level 3, and I think 2005 for level 2. All you can find available there are sample mock exams that were made by one of the CFA societies. So don't put too much credence in those free mock exams. And again, when I see the word free, I always question how good can they really be. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying, hey, CFA Institute is not going to give away the house for free. Okay, so what you should do is you should make a medley, a group of mock exams from different providers. Do 2 from one provider, 3 from another, 2 from another, and build up your mock exam reservoir that way. Do not do all of your mock exams from 1 or 2 providers, because I think you'll find that when you go to the exam day, whether it be level 1, 2, or 3, that the exam is going to be very different than any one that was given to you by the CFA Institute or by the other prep providers. Okay, so keep this in mind when you're doing it. Mock exams are crucial. They should not be done in the last week or 2 before your real exam. That's like practicing again for the marathon a couple days before the marathon. That's not going to work. Probably end up with a bad result. And also redoing mock exams over and over again, hoping that those are going to be the questions on your real exam, is also a foolish strategy. So do a mock exam, look at your results, and see where you need to improve. One of the questions I also get is, hey, Nathan, if I got an 80 on one provider's exam, a 75 on another, 65 on another, 80 on another, does that mean I'm going to pass the real exam? No. Does it mean you're going to fail it? No. Does it mean you're going to pass it? No. All it means is that's the way you did based on those questions that were asked by the prep provider. Everything is going to be dependent on two things on exam day: the actual questions that are asked on the exam and whether they play to your strengths and whether you studied that material very well that they asked. And number two, how you compared to other candidates on that same day that took the exam once they come out with the pass rate. So don't fool yourself into looking for a strong correlation or a strong positive correlation between how you do on the mock exams and how you do on the real exam. That's my guidance to you. And again, if you have any need for mock exams, please see my website at chalkandboard.org, and we'd be happy to help you out. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me and ask them as well. Thank you and have a good day.